All right, so Jasmy coin, it's making some noise, right?
Yeah, tons.
You've probably seen it like all over, you know,
Japan's Bitcoin.
Japan's Bitcoin. It's it's got everyone's attention, but is it the real deal?
Mm.
Or is this just another like crypto flash in the pan?
That's the question, right?
That's what we're here to figure out.
Yeah.
So we've got this performance update, some charts, mapping out all its, price movements,
Yeah.
and
A lot of movement lately.
yeah, lots of movement lately. So yeah, we're diving deep here, okay? Trying to like cut through all the hype, figure out what's really driving Jasmy Coin's performance and what it all means for, well, the listener.
I think what's interesting about Jasmy Coin is unlike maybe some of the other cryptocurrencies that are, sort of riding the hype wave a little bit more, this one is, it's trying to solve a real problem.
A real problem. Okay.
Yeah, data ownership.
Okay. So, right. That Japan's Bitcoin thing.
Catchy.
It's catchy.
It gets people's attention.
It does.
Right.
What's the substance behind it?
Yeah.
What problem are they actually trying to solve here?
Yeah, it all comes down to this idea of data democratization.
Data democratization, all right.
So really, what they want to do is put individuals back in control of their data.
Interesting.
So think about it, right?
Yeah.
Right now, all of our digital lives, they're scattered across like countless platforms, services, all that data, everything from, our online activity, our purchases, our location, it's all collected. It's all controlled by, these big companies, right?
Right. Yeah.
And so what Jasmy Coin is proposing is a system where you own and manage your data.
Yep.
You decide who has access to it. You decide how it's used.
So instead of like companies profiting from all of our data, we could potentially profit from our own data. Is that the idea?
Exactly.
Right.
And it's not even just about like profit, right?
Right.
It's about control. It's about transparency. So imagine a world where you have this secure, centralized hub for all of your data, and you have the power to share it selectively with, with service providers or researchers, or even, monetize it directly.
That's a pretty radical shift, though, right?
It is.
Like, do you think that vision was attracting so many investors, or is it purely driven by, this recent price surge we've been seeing?
I mean, look, 1,800% growth in the past week.
It's hard to ignore, right?
Yeah, definitely catches the eye, right? But I think it's important to kind of understand what that percentage actually translates to, right? Because right now, Jasmy Coin is trading at, let's see, around $0.38899.
Okay.
And it's had, kind of a volatile day, swinging between a low of 0.0344 whole and a high of 0.0395. So that's just the nature of the crypto beast, right?
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm seeing here the analysts are predicting a price target of 4.47842 house.
Yeah.
We're talking a potential, like, 10,000% increase.
It's a lot.
That's a lot.
It is.
That's a lot of potential.
While it's exciting to consider those possibilities, I think, we need to remember that price targets are based on like a lot of assumptions, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they can change quickly.
Right.
It's not a guarantee.
Right.
Yeah.
No guarantees in crypto.
No, the crypto market it's notoriously unpredictable, right?
Right.
But looking at the technical indicators in this report, we're seeing record-breaking buying volume and bullish divergences.
Bullish divergences. So, for those of us who aren't like chart wizards,
sure.
What are those bullish divergences tell us?
Think of it like this.
Okay.
You've got two people walking in opposite directions while talking on the phone.
Okay.
And one of them's getting happier, the other's getting sadder. That's kind of like what's happening with the price of Jasmy Coin and this specific market indicator. They're diverging, which often signals a potential shift in the overall trend.
Oh, I see.
So in this case, potentially a bullish one.
Okay, so there's real potential here, but we need to like stay grounded a little bit.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
The performance update, it highlights a few key factors that are driving this surge. So let's break those down a little bit.
Yeah, let's do it.
Starting with Jasmy Coin's innovative use case, it says here. So how does this data democratization actually like work?
Right. So,
are there any real world examples of their technology like in action?
they use blockchain technology.
Okay.
The same tech behind Bitcoin. to create this secure and transparent system for data management.
Yeah.
It's like a digital ledger that records every transaction and interaction related to your data.
Interesting.
And it's decentralized. So that means that no single entity has control over it.
Okay, so they're already working with companies then.
Yeah, they're already working with companies in Japan on like some pilot programs, particularly in like healthcare and IoT.
Oh, interesting.
Where individuals can control and monetize data from their devices.
So it's not just a theoretical concept.
Right.
They're actually like doing this.
It's being implemented.
Okay, that's impressive. But even with like a great use case like this,
Sure.
can we attribute this surge entirely to Jasmy Coin's innovative technology?
Well, it's certainly a factor, right?
Yeah.
People are, increasingly concerned about data privacy and security, I think, more than ever.
Right.
And Jasmy Coin, it offers a potential solution to that, and that resonates with investors.
Makes sense.
But we also need to consider like the broader market dynamics at play here.
Okay, yeah. The performance update, it mentions market dynamics, right?
Yep.
So what's happening in the larger crypto landscape that's influencing Jasmy Coin?
I think we're seeing this renewed interest in crypto from both retail and institutional investors.
Okay.
There's a lot of economic uncertainty globally, right? And people are looking for alternative investments with the potential for high returns.
Yeah.
Crypto with its potential for, rapid growth. I mean, it fits that bill perfectly.
Right.
Yeah.
And the update also hints that Jasmy Coin has some exciting strategic partnerships brewing. So
They do.
how do those play into their success?
Yeah, partnerships are, they're crucial in the crypto world, right?
Okay.
They add credibility.
Right.
And they open doors to new applications.
Makes sense.
So Jasmy Coin has partnered with several major Japanese corporations, and basically they're integrating their platform into these existing data management systems. So this provides like this real world testing ground for their technology.
Yeah.
And it gives investors confidence in their long-term vision.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've got a compelling use case here, right?
Yeah.
A favorable market environment, it seems like, and promising partnerships. So it's understandable why people are excited about Jasmy Coin.
Yeah, I think so.
However, the performance update does include, a pretty stark warning about volatility, right?
It absolutely does. It's crucial to remember that cryptocurrency is inherently risky.
Yeah.
And Jasmy Coin is no exception.
Right.
Jasmy Coin's price, it can be influenced by, a multitude of factors beyond just its technology.
Okay.
We've already talked about, market sentiment.
Right.
But regulatory changes, macroeconomic trends,
Right.
all that plays a huge role.
It's like a delicate ecosystem, isn't it?
It is.
All these different factors kind of interacting and influencing the market.
Precisely. And these interactions are often reflected in the price charts.
Yeah, the charts, yeah.
So remember those bullish divergences we talked about earlier? Well, let's actually see how they appear visually. So if we look at the year-to-date chart, we can see Jasmy Coin started 2024, relatively stable.
Okay.
But then around December, things really took off.
Yeah, it's almost a vertical line on the 1 month chart.
It is, yeah.
From December 4th to today, December 24th.
Right.
That upward trend is really pronounced.
Yeah, that steep incline, it perfectly illustrates that 1,800% surge we discussed earlier.
Yeah.
But then if we zoom in on the 5-day chart,
Okay.
we start to see those daily fluctuations.
Yeah.
Those peaks and valleys that highlight Jasmy Coin's volatility, even within this larger upward trend.
Right. So even though the overall trend looks promising,
Sure.
there's still plenty of bumps along the way.
There are, yeah.
It's a good reminder that short-term speculation,
Yeah,
it can be dangerous.
absolutely. And the 1-year chart tells a similar story, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Jasmy Coin hit its lowest point back in December 2022, trading at, a mere fraction of a penny.
Wow.
Yet just a year later, it reached a high of 0.0592. So that's over a 2,000% increase in a year.
Those swings they're pretty dramatic.
They are.
It really highlights like the high risk, high reward nature of the crypto market.
The charts, they provide valuable insights. They not only show us the price history,
Right.
but also like potential patterns that could indicate, future movements.
Okay.
For example, those bullish divergences we talked about earlier.
Right.
I mean, they're not just theoretical concepts.
Yeah.
They manifest visually on the chart, suggesting a potential, continuation of the upward trend.
So these charts aren't just for like, seasoned traders.
Yeah, not
They can be useful for anyone trying to understand, the market sentiment
Yeah.
around a particular cryptocurrency.
Exactly. It's all about informed decision making.
Right.
Whether you're, considering investing in Jasmy Coin or you just want to understand this evolving landscape, these charts provide, this visual representation of the forces at play.
We've been focusing on Jasmy Coin as a specific example here,
Yeah,
but it feels like this conversation is about something much bigger.
it is.
It's about the potential of data democratization to fundamentally change the way we interact with the digital world,
That's a great point.
Yeah.
Jasmy Coin's success or lack thereof, it could have like far-reaching implications.
Oh, yeah.
If their vision of data democratization, takes hold, it could ripple through various industries,
Yeah.
impacting everything from healthcare to education.
Imagine a world where, like, your medical records are securely stored and managed by you.
Yeah.
You could grant doctors temporary access as needed, ensuring privacy and control over your sensitive information.
Exactly.
That's incredible.
Or consider the education sector.
Okay, yeah.
Imagine students having ownership of their learning data,
Right.
allowing them to track their progress, identify strengths and weaknesses, and even share that data with potential employers or educational institutions.
It's empowering, isn't it?
It is.
But it also raises questions, right?
Okay.
Like, are we as individuals, are we equipped to handle, the responsibility of managing our own data?
Right.
What about security risks and things like that?
Those are valid concerns.
Yeah.
The transition to a data democratized world, it wouldn't be without its challenges.
Right.
New systems and infrastructure would be needed, and,
Yep.
and individuals would need to be educated on, best practices for data security and management.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
This isn't just about like individual empowerment. It's about societal shifts.
Mm-hmm.
Like how do you see this concept playing out on a larger scale?
Well, it's fascinating to consider the potential impact on governance, for example.
Okay.
Imagine citizens having more control over their data interactions with government agencies, right?
Right.
Increasing transparency and accountability.
Yeah.
We could see a shift in power dynamics with individuals having, more agency in shaping policies and decisions that directly affect their lives.
It's a big idea, with the potential to like reshape society as we know it.
Yeah, it is.
But let's bring it back to Jasmy Coin for a sec.
Okay.
Do you think their platform is equipped to handle this kind of like large scale change?
I think they're certainly paving the way. Their
Yeah.
focus on practical applications, especially in Japan.
Right.
That's a smart move.
I like
By demonstrating these real world use cases, they're building credibility
Right.
and attracting both investors and partners.
Right. And if they succeed,
Yeah.
if this data democratization movement like gains momentum,
Right,
it
yeah.
won't just be about Jasmy Coin, right?
Exactly. Jasmy Coin is just one player in this emerging landscape.
Okay.
We can expect to see, more companies, more organizations exploring, blockchain-based solutions for data management.
It's like the early days of the internet almost.
It is.
Just this fertile ground for innovation and disruption.
A lot of potential.
Yeah. So even if someone, isn't interested in investing in Jasmy Coin specifically,
Sure.
this is still something they should like pay attention to.
Absolutely. This is about more than just, investment opportunities. It's about a fundamental shift in how we think about data and who controls it.
Mhm.
So whether you're, an entrepreneur, a tech enthusiast, or just someone who cares about privacy, data democratization is a conversation worth having.
I think that's a great point. Yeah. This deep dive, it's taken us far beyond, just analyzing a cryptocurrency's performance.
Yeah, for sure.
We've explored the technology, the the market forces and the potential societal impact. I mean,
A lot to cover.
it's been quite a journey.
It really has, and it highlights, the importance of staying curious,
Yeah.
staying informed
Uh-huh.
in this rapidly evolving digital landscape.
It's changing so fast.
It is.
Yeah.
New ideas are emerging all the time.
All the time, yeah.
And it's up to us to engage with them, critically and thoughtfully.
So for our listeners who are, now fired up about Jasmy Coin or just data democratization in general,
Right.
what's the next step for them? Like where can they go to learn more?
Well, research is key.
Okay.
Dive deeper into Jasmy Coin's white paper,
Mm-hmm.
explore the projects they're involved in, and investigate other companies working in this space. I mean, there's a wealth of information available online.
That's true, yeah.
And the more you learn, the better equipped you'll be to navigate this exciting new frontier.
And as always, we should remind everyone, this is not financial advice.
Yeah, good point.
Do your own research, assess your risk tolerance, and make informed decisions.
Well said. And never stop questioning,
Yeah.
The future of data, it's being written right now.
It's happening now.
And it's crucial that we all participate in shaping it.
Well, what a thought-provoking deep dive this has been.
It has been.
I really appreciate you joining us.
No problem. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, and thank you to all of our listeners for joining us on this exploration of Jasmy Coin and the future of data.
Until next time.
Until next time, keep diving deep.
Yeah, keep diving deep.
Stay curious.
Stay curious.
And never stop learning.
Never stop.